Alright, ladies and gentlemen, what's going on, guys? Sergeant Moose here, back with another Predator Hunting Grounds video, guys, and it is finally here. The PS5 version, the Xbox Series version, and the PC version of the game has now finally dropped. Guys, the start was very, very shaky, but some things have changed. We're going to jump into it. We're going to get into it first. Let's talk about, we have a bunch of patch notes, a bunch of day one patch notes, which I expected, a lot of fixes, a lot of changes, all that cool stuff, but first and foremost, let's read about this a little bit. It does say that the Predator Hunting Grounds upgrade is now available with HD engine and graphics upgrade. The Predator Hunting Grounds 9th generation update. These players will see improvements to graphics, textures, and lighting with the new ray tracing feature. You guys can see here in the video, this is the upgraded version that we're playing here. Also, it's going to be fully cross-platform, guys, so you can play also backward compatible with PS4 version players. And if you get the updated version, you will get access to the Feral Predator. I was hoping to make this video with play of the Feral Predator. Unfortunately, I was in a Predator queue for about 21 minutes, which was kind of be to expected because, you know, a lot of players are trying to play that Predator right now. So we're going to do it from the fire team side, but it does say also featured in the 9th generation update, the Feral Predator is here. It's a titan of hunting down the most challenging and brutal prey on the planet it discovers. This Predator has fashioned a unique set of armor and weaponry to become a truly elite hunter. He does come with two new weapons, guys, the crossbolt gun and the shield, which I've tried both of them. The crossbolt gun sort of works kind of like the smart disc in a way. It doesn't have as much movement to it as the smart disc does, but it does go into first-person mode whenever you shoot it, and you follow the spear, and you kind of guide it to your target. The shield also works. It does deflect bullets if you're getting shot at. As you're deflecting those bullets, though, it does reduce your energy, so keep that in mind as well. But first impressions, guys, with this update, I was very, very concerned at first because, you know, in classic Ilphonic fashion, the update kind of came out pretty much broken whenever you upgraded to the PS5 version, and basically what I'm talking about is PS4 players upgrading to the PS5 version. Nothing transferred, none of the characters, none of your DLC that you bought, your levels, nothing you unlocked, Veritanium, nothing like that transferred. It was basically like you're playing the game for the very first time. They did shut the servers down for quite a bit, for about an hour or so. They brought it back, and now we have access to everything that we were missing, including all of the Predators and all of the fire team members. Now, my biggest issue with this, guys, is I am a pre-order day one, and I know it sounds nitpicky, but I'm a day one of the PS4 Predator Hunting Grounds with the pre-order edition of the Jungle Hunter Predator, which we talked about in previous videos. He was a pre-order bonus only for the early PS4 and PC players. He has not transferred over to this new version. I've reached out to Ilphonic. I messaged them to try to find out any details about that. They've not responded yet, so I hope this is just a bug, and he's going to be in the game at some point, because if you guys are like me, man, I'm a collector, and I have to have the original Predator that I had, the Jungle Hunter, in this game. If not, that's going to be a big problem for me. But as you guys can see here, let's talk about the, you know, the graphic enhancements and performance and everything like that. I will say, guys, nothing that I'm seeing right now is like incredible compared to the older PS4 version that we played, but I will say it's definitely more modern. It does feel and look like a game of today. Everything's snappy. The graphics look good. You know, if you can remember back when Predator Hunting Grounds was first released, everything, you know, in depth of field and everything was like really grainy. Now everything's kind of cleared up. It looks a lot better. The movement feels a lot better. Some of the UI, some of the prompts and everything have been tweaked to be more visible, to where we can see things a little bit better. But like I said, I don't think it's anything amazing. Whenever I play it, I still feel like I'm playing the same game with slightly enhanced graphics. It doesn't really feel a whole lot different, but it does feel like a game of today, so that's not a big issue for me right now. So I do hear, I'm not 100% sure, but I do hear there's a lot of Xbox players still having issues with gaining their DLC. I've been seeing a lot of reports of login issues with Xbox players. Hopefully that's something that's going to be worked out here soon. I assume it will be. And, of course, you know, this is going to be the first time the game's been on Xbox, so you won't have any DLC issues with anything carrying over or anything like that. But, you know, just from a first impression standpoint, guys, I'm getting a couple games in. We played a few Predator games in private, so we've also played some Fireteam matches here, trying to get some Predator games in public queues, but the queues are really, really long right now. Yeah, the first impressions, again, guys, not great. I paid $15 for the upgrade for this game, so, I mean, I thought it was a little steep on, you know, in that regard. I feel like this should have been a free or maybe a $10 upgrade. Again, you did get the feral Predator, so I feel like I paid the $15 for that Predator because he's not on last-gen PS4. This is basically just a next-gen upgrade bonus that you're going to get is the feral Predator, and he is fun. He has decent stats. He has very low stamina, lots of health, but, you know, overall, it's, you know, just another Predator in the game. He looks really cool. I will say, you know, a lot of things are shined up in terms of, you know, cosmetics, you know, the Predator masks and stuff. Some of them are still not accurate, but, you know, it's a step in the right direction, I guess. I hope they get this figured out soon, but like I said, nothing incredibly eye-catching to me. It just feels like Predator Hunting Ground still. But, yeah, I think we're going to leave it there for right now, guys. This is kind of like the first impression I have here of Predator Hunting Grounds as we're going through here in a match against a feral Predator, which I did defuse, I think, at the end of this match. So we still got it in that regard, guys. But, you know, we'll keep you posted. We're going to be streaming here onto the channel. I'm just interested. Ilphonic does have a stream later this week. They're going to be talking about the game and different things like that. So hopefully we get some ideas from them of what we can expect in the future coming to the game, because I think that's what a lot of players, especially older veteran players like myself, are kind of wanting to see what we can expect in terms of maps, you know, new characters and stuff like that, new modes, whatever it may be. But as for right now, you know, it's a good launch after the rocky start. It seems to be okay. Like I said, I personally need to have that Jungle Hunter back, and I wanted to mention too here, I'm using the emote wheel here, and it does not work. It's not saying the lines that I'm choosing. I wanted to mention that, so that seems like a bug too. But we have a bunch of patch notes coming into you guys, and I'll link down below a ton of patch notes, you know, of course, in Ilphonic fashion. We'll link that down below if you guys want to check those out. But yeah, that's it, guys. First impressions. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. If you play on Xbox, let me know your experience so far. And with that said, guys, my name's Sergeant Moose. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you guys on the next one.